Live too. Fuck it.
We live. We live.
We
Okay. Okay.
live.
Okay. Give him a minute to warm up in here before we introduce our guests.
A good brother.
Yeah, man. What we calling you, man? I
Man,
mean,
you call me just call me Tone.
okay.
Tone. My man, Tone. Y'all listen, man. First off, we want to welcome everybody back, man. It's Wednesday. Welcome back to What Are You Really Saying podcast,
That's
man.
right. That's right.
You know,
That's right.
we got a guest host in the house, man. To us, man. He's family, like our brother, man.
You know what? I figured out what to call. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the original gang banging comedian. We got the gang banging comedian. we got from the Lord Northeast, Southeast.
Citizen. I am a citizen. I have a job. I am a citizen. I don't say shit jokes. That's it.
He is officially a real dude, y'all, man. You let me tell you something. You be around here, you gotta like this dude, man. You know what I mean? He keep it 100.
What's up, baby?
You know what I'm saying? He called like he see it. You know what I mean?
And without further ado, it's our brother Tony Spoon.
Yeah. Tony Spoon.
Let's give it up for my guy, man.
Yes, sir.
So, brother Tony, man, first and foremost, man, we thank you for joining us, man. You know,
y'all for having me, man.
for sure, man. We reached
Thank y'all
out.
for having me.
Reached out a while back, man. We had to make things align, and we got it. And we got you on the show. And to start it off, I want to give the people a little background. I definitely met you in Easton, even though you're a few years older than me. But we met in Easton, so definitely shout out to all our Easton alumni out there.
Shout out 92 Blue.
That's
Shout
right,
out to
Blue. 92 Blue,
right.
y'all. The Ramblers bar you went also.
Yeah, I'm 91.
You came on 91?
Damn.
Damn, why did you come on 91?
He came out with Billy and them, I believe. Billy the Kid. Oh, no, Billy came out in 90.
Yeah, because you came out with
90.
I came out in 90.
Teacher Washington.
Yeah.
Tisha. My dog. The shouts out to Tisha, man. Adrian,
Yeah.
Miss LaJuan, and Carlos, all them. Adrian, all them shouts out.
Yeah.
That's
We
what's up,
like
man.
to run into Los on here at some point.
No. Hey,
What's up,
Marika.
Marika?
Glad you
Down.
feeling better.
I hope you feeling better.
Yeah. So look, man, brother Tone, man, listen, man, I want to get. You know, I know we like family, man, but we want to do this professionally as we.
Yeah,
always
but
do.
I got questions.
And we got
man.
questions.
You know
We got all kinds.
I don't
of stuff.
usually do all this, but I didn't took time. I got
MJ, what's
questions,
up, baby?
man. You know what I'm saying?
I got the right answer.
You know,
we know you do.
whatever answer you got is gonna be the right answer.
We
It's
gonna have
just-
fun.
You know, we wanted to respect your time, man. So to kick it off, man. First of all, when did you know you wanted to do comedy?
2007.
2007.
I was a victim of identity theft. Couldn't find no job, and then it was like the devil was on one shoulder and the angel was on the other shoulder, right? But the devil was calling, and I just wouldn't answer the phone.
Damn.
So I was like, you know what I'm saying? People always told me that I was funny. So I was like, shit, just give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? Until something better come on. But then when I started doing it, I'm like, hold on, I might be on to something here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I just stuck with it, man. That's it. And I love it. I love it when traded for the world. Now, comedy has its ups and downs. Y'all think it's all
Nah, that's what we gonna get. That's what we want to get into.
That's later on.
Yeah. Because I mean, you know, we want the real deal. You know, because we don't get a chance to. A lot of people don't get a chance to meet a real comedian to be like, man, so what is it really like, bro? You know what I mean? Like,
it's okay. You just observe life, right? And then put your twist on it. Because, you know, I want to thank y'all brothers for coming out to the show.
Oh, for sure.
And seeing how I do, even though it was probably just us in here. It was more people in here now. The show,
nah, it was a good time, though.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? You see what we got to go through. You see those, you know.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that, too. But
you know what I'm saying? You see, that wasn't the first time that happened to me, right?
We want to get into that, too, though.
Okay, well, that's later on down the line. But, I mean, you know, it's a life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like so many funny people around the world, right? So all of us competing for that one mic. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I don't gotta have it all. You know what I'm saying? Just give me enough so I can provide for my family and make sure everybody all right, and then I can make some more investments and things that make life a little bit more comfortable for me.
Right.
Because I like to make people laugh. I like to bring people joy.
Yeah.
Though my delivery may sometimes seem harsh. It's just shit. The fuck, I grew up in Southeast. Ain't no shit. Ain't shit. Dreams is fucked up. Dream birthdays, everything is fucked up in Southeast. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to, make the best out of the situation, man, and talk to people about things that I observe.
Well, let me ask you this then, because like I know, I heard that in some cases a lot of comedians. Well, I've heard that a lot of comedians will develop their funny from the household. Like maybe they had a parent that they felt like they needed to be funny to make things easier, or something was going on in the humor or whatever. How did you find your funny?
I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I used to hang around thugs, and I was always book smart, like shit, right? So I was always able to relate books and things that I observe and be able to break it down so even a child can understand it.
Oh wow.
So, I ain't saying I'm like Einstein or nothing, but I got a level of intelligence, man, and I know how to interpret certain things and just bring the funny out in it. Whether it's words, situation, people, everything. You know what I'm saying? So I just took that and ran with it.
I feel like, man, honestly, man, comedians are geniuses in their own right, because for you to, the creativity that you have to come up with to make somebody laugh.
It ain't even creativity though, bro.
It's a talent. That's a talent within this. Making somebody laugh on a grander scale. Like for instance, we all know dudes. We ran away. Right. We can see and have a Jones session all day long.
Oh,
that's our thing, right? Joning, right? Now, I know some dudes that can flat out Joan, but it's a difference when you joning and telling jokes. That's two different things.
No. I totally that shit is totally wrong. It's the same shit.
No. Hear me out. Okay. Let me clear it up then. I feel like you can joan and make it a joke. Let me say that much. Meaning, like, say for instance, we joan and we say, say we joan on your shoes or something like that. Now I can take that idea and format it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And put it into a whole thing.
So just take. I always tell people, like, how like we be outside, like, man, look at your shoes, right? Yeah. Your shoes so old, and then we add something to it. It's the same shit, but we talk about political shit. We talk about this. We talk about that. We talk about that. But it's a certain level of interpretation that you have to have and understanding that you have to be able to correlate the two. You know what I'm saying? That's what make it funny when you correlate the two. And then I just don't. It ain't like I go to make people laugh. I just say what I feel, and it just so happened to make people, you know what I'm saying? It's like relatable to them. Whether they seen it, heard it, felt it, smelled it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I try to tap into that because I know we all got different backgrounds, but we see the world, you know what I'm saying, from different lenses. But however, sometimes we see the shit through the same lens. So I try to talk to people in that way. And then sometimes, like I said, I had that ability to be able to correlate certain things and understand it. So I try to bring those things together. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'd be like, sometimes people like, you be saying some wild shit, but it be making sense. You get what I'm saying? It makes sense. And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So when your first, tell us about your first shot. Like who gave you your first shot, you know what I'm saying, on stage, your experience behind it.
All right. So this is how I met a lot of the comedians, right? When I was going to UDC.
Okay.
So this is like years before I became a comedian.
That ain't nothing but high school, by the way. That's
fourth
level high school. No, I'm just saying. UDC was a fourth level high school.
Hey man, shout out to UDC. I went there, bro.
It's a great education, but I'm just saying it's enough.
But that's why when UDC costs like 3 pair of New Balance, right? So that's why when student loans call me, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I don't owe y'all. Oh, I ain't know if I cut. But get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't owe UDC. You know what I'm saying? Because you get what I'm saying? It wasn't even. Get out of here with that.
You $800 to go there.
They were like this. Your student loans have been forgiven. I said, I don't owe student loans. I went to UDC. They ain't hang up before me. Ain't like I went to GW or nothing. I might owe a little bit.
So, Lord, no. Yeah. Hey, Kevin. Hey, man, this dude, man.
But let me ask you this: when you first started, was there ever a point where you were unsure of yourself?
Nah, right. All right. So let me say this. So when I first did it, right? Shouts out to John Schuler, right?
Oh man, John Schuler. Man.
Yeah, shouts out to John Schuler, right? Because he was doing comedy shows at the time, and then I forgot how it got connected. But me and him grew up in the same hood.
For sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was on different, you know what I'm saying? You know how that shit go.
Yeah.
But we were still cool. And then, he gave me a shot. August 7th, 2007, right? I hosted this show, and then everybody used to say I look like LL Cool J. I came out with I made more money impersonating LL Cool J than John Payne.
Damn.
So I'm like, let me do a couple more push-ups and I might could be on to something, right? But I never wanted that to be my thing because it's more to it than that, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, boom. I went up there, did that, and I was like, okay, I got a shot at this. And shouts out to Billy the Kid, shouts out to Skeever, shouts out to Godfather, that's my mentor.
Okay.
Shouts out to Laughing Lenny. It's a lot of Sylvia Tremont Morrison. Because if it wasn't for Sylvia and Larry Lancaster, when my nephew passed away, my mind was different at the time, and I was ready to leave the game alone. They were like, nah, grieve and get back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, shouts out to them because they kept me in the game.
That's what's up. Shouts out to them, man. Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. What's the comedy business like? Like, like if I was looking to say I was a semi-funny, I was like, I'm gonna get in this game. What would I be looking at?
Trying your hand. Real talk. It's just trying your hand.
Is it a tough business? I mean, was it got any
It's tough. It's tough when you make it tough, right? Because everybody think they're gonna write that ultimate joke that's gonna propel them to like Richard Pryor status. No, it's a process. You know what I'm saying? Just like Jay-Z used to talk about selling drugs and shit all the time. Now he done gravitated to talk about, owning businesses and land. You know what I'm saying? People will ride with you to see your ascension in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't really look at the money up front. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a regular job now. Thank you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got a regular job now, but I slide out and do what I do. You know what I'm saying? In hopes of, building my brand and up. Shouts out to Tony Spoon.
We won't get in that. You won't get in that.
All that. Yeah. But look, shouts out to all that. And, I'm just trying. You know what I'm saying? Because, most people, I don't want to jump in the game I didn't want to get there too fast. Okay. Because I wouldn't have known how to accept all the fame, the fortune, and all this and that. So I'm ascending to where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. I don't have to be the funniest. I just want to be entertaining enough again to make a nice living for me and my family. Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, you got 2 boys, right?
I got 2 boys, a daughter, a granddaughter, and 2 grandsons.
Oh man, that's a blessing.
You got a little clan.
Albert Spoon. That's clan. A blessing, man. Okay. That's a blessing, man.
And respect that you taking the approach of seeing it as a process. I think a lot of people miss that. They just want to jump to the fame and everything,
especially with this internet.
And I'm guilty of that same kind of thinking. So that's why I noticed it. But yeah,
it's a process, right? Because you don't want to get pushed in it too fast because you got to take these bumps and bruises on a low level so you can be able to take them at a high level.
Exactly.
Because once you reach fame, and see, that's why, I don't want fame. I want fortune, right? Because fame do you dirty.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Fame will do you dirty. Yeah. I just want to, if I could be a recognizable household name, that's cool. But I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Because I still like my space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really like quiet of it because I'm always observing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't mess with nobody unless they mess with me. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just observing, and then I go home, and then if I laugh at something, I just sit down and write it, so I won't forget, what it was. But see, one thing I noticed that a lot of times it'd be hard for me to recreate that emotion that I wrote that joke in. Yeah. Right?
I've experienced that. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you write it down, read it over, and you got to embody that. So when you go and you got to try to structure your jokes to the point where it's a flow. Because all comedy is a conversation with laughter. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I would take hand claps over laughter because that means everybody relating to what I'm saying. So it ain't all about the laughter, and it ain't all about who's the funniest. It's who's the most entertaining that can put asses in seats.
That's right.
Asses and seats.
Right.
That is
Sometimes I'm gonna tell you something. I don't do no name dropping stuff like that though. But I've been to a comedy set where the undercard was funnier than the headline.
It happens. It happens.
You know,
Just like, okay, let's put it like this. It's been nights. Scottie Pippen scored more than Jordan.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it don't make Scottie Pippen a better player than Jordan.
Right.
He's just had a better night.
A better
you know
night.
what I'm saying? And that with comedy, any given night could be your night.
right.
Mm.
Hey, Michael. Yeah.
That's my son. Oh no.
No.
Oh no, okay, I do because you said Markel, because my son do comedy too. Shouts out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout
yeah.
out to
I
your
was
son.
gonna
Yeah.
ask you about that too because I saw some on your page about that. Yeah.
Has he been on any tickets with you? With you? Has he been on any
Yeah,
cards?
yeah. When I threw my show last February 28th, when I don't know if y'all follow me on Facebook, when I put it up, that was my most proudest moment in comedy. Was when my son
remember that,
started.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And before he did his set, I said, "Relax, do what we talked about, and be yourself."
Yeah.
They don't, we got 2 different last names, so I'm like, they don't really know you, my son.
Right. Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna give you no leg up, but because he's strong, he intelligent, he all this, he, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he know how to put it together too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what we got though.
Little chip off the whole block.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think my youngest son, he's the funny. Oh, man, he just too cool. You know what I'm saying?
He too cool
with
for the
that.
stage.
But when he dropped that dime, dog, all of us will fall like, oh, yeah. My little son, he the funniest one out of all of us.
Yeah.
When
Michael, you are a comedian in your head.
Yeah.
She funny though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, she is funny. So tell us real quick. What's the comedian life like on your social life? Like, how is it?
Oh man.
You know, talk
Can we
to
go?
us.
Ask me that later.
You
on.
ask? Okay, all right. I'll come back. I'm come back to that. I got some. I will
Yeah,
come back to that. Okay, all right.
Come back to that.
All right. You know, I ain't want to get nobody in trouble. So
No, we can talk about
Yeah,
it. But
yeah,
I just
yeah,
want to
yeah.
make sure that
Yeah.
when I talk about it, I'm in the right frame of mind to talk about it,
Yeah,
effectively without
yeah.
trying to offend or anything.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this thing, because I had some. You kind of alluded to it earlier, but with this sensitive world we in now, where everybody's feelings is hurt for every little thing, and they want to take it out. What's your take on the scene now? Like, I mean, we heard about the more publicized stuff with like the Chris Rock and type shit and all that.
Yeah.
But
All right, so what I can say is like, I wish that I could have been in a game back then, right?
What's up, E?
Because
as in back then, as in
like,
hey
like,
Judy,
like doing like delirious.
Oh,
when you can say
man, we
whatever
say
you
whatever.
want to
Yeah,
say, right?
yeah.
And people would still laugh, but it seemed like
Yeah.
Everybody is so sensitive now. You gotta pick and choose because this alphabet crew will come get you, this alphabet crew will come get you,
Yeah.
and then and it's all that. So it kind of make people be reserved because nobody wants to be canceled, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, but then when you cater, you're not really giving your whole 100%.
Right.
So what I try to direct my comedy to the world, but I know only certain few gonna get it. Like I learned something from Jay-Z. He said he knew that it was like people in every town that could relate to his message. His bigger thing was how can he get his message to them, right? So it ain't gonna be everybody in the world that
Right.
gonna like me.
Right.
But that's gonna like me. But I mean, if I could reach the ones that will like me, I can have a nice living. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I aim for. I ain't trying to please everybody. And I stay away from certain topics because I don't really want that smoke right now.
Yeah.
But because I ain't made enough money to say,
You ain't got that kiss your ass money, okay?
I got, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like you want to cut your supervisor out, but if you hit the Powerball tonight, you gonna have a conversation with
yeah,
you. Yeah,
for
so
sure.
I'm waiting till I hit the Powerball. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be like, Kanye, I'm letting y'all know right now.
What's up, Rick?
Oh my God, I know.
That's
I've been doing some stuff myself, man. Like, because one of the things that I was telling Tyreek, what I wanted to start doing with this our podcast is doing a little piece where we take something and we look at it a little differently, right? And like when you up there on stage and you telling your jokes, and for the unfortunately simple people who don't know how to say, okay, that's a fucking joke, and they take it personal. I wanted to look at that because I know, like, a lot of us, growing up, somebody might joan on you, man, your breath stink like a bird, you know what I'm saying? Smell your tongue dead and your move, all that type of stuff, right?
Like throat fart.
Yeah, exactly, right. So, but the thing is
but it's truth in it.
Yeah, but thank you.
It's
so
truth
that's where I'm going.
Okay.
See, where I'm going is when jokes are being told out here, what if you took a step back and said, where the truth at in this? Is there some truth in this particular joke? Because then now I got a choice. I say, okay, well, I can go ahead and get this prescription pharmaceutical grade mint.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I can
anti-tongue fungal.
basically, right? I can do that. I can stop eating that shit that ain't agreeing with my stomach. Thank you, right? So I got options now, right? But like, so that's what I'm saying. I wanted to bring that up because I think for a lot of people, man, if they could just take a step back and say, okay, well, let me look at what's some truth in what they talking about and make some adjustments. And if not, then nigga, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Go keep it moving. No problem. You know what I mean? But we don't do that in this world. You know what I mean?
We do it, but I think what it really be is like I say stuff that everybody done smelled your breath, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they ain't gonna say it. They just like, yeah,
exactly. They gonna do it.
Like, nigga. Fuck, nigga, you done melted some of my skin off. I had a whole beard. You melted me down to a regular face off this motherfucker. I say something like that, and then, everybody get to laughing. But see, the thing is, nobody wants to be the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
Right? They can laugh at everybody else.
But when it comes
to them, they're like, hold on, nigga, don't talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? So I got, since I dish it out, I could take it too. Yeah. But then when you go there, I'm gonna step it up. See, me, I ain't gonna get mad. I'm gonna just keep stepping up. Because I know you can't match me. Because I felt I got a whole blueprint of Jonah. I got a whole blueprint, like I'm saying. Because then I'm gonna start losing this shit, right? Yeah. So, but I got a whole blueprint to that shit, man. Never go for the obvious. Use your creativity. Then as you start running out, then you can go for the obvious. You know what I'm saying? So it's just simple.
By that time, they ready to tap out.
Oh yeah,
they ready to tap out. But hey, Shelly, hope you're feeling better. We got you on next week. No excuses. I don't want to hear you got the flu. None of that stuff. Michael Jordan, he said, can a comedian really be canceled?
Yes, right.
And canceled, I mean that's blackball. That's the same thing. Right?
Same thing, right? Okay. So what can happen is, but with the internet, right, you can still reach out to people. But as far as like getting in the clubs and things like that, even trying to rent out venues, Mike could get blackballed. We don't want him here. You know what I'm saying? Because if the little rainbow stand in front of the joint with the biggest sign,
trouble,
you done.
Oh yeah, you done.
You done.
But you know what? That's so wild though, man. Because it's like you taking an art form, something that for as long as we've been alive, we've been making each other laugh, right? And then you done politicized it and made it so that you gotta tiptoe around this and can't say that or whatever, because I'm hurt. My feelings are hurt.
That's why the world need to do push-ups with their feelings.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, get your feelings a little
strong. Like, come on, man.
Because you gotta think about it. A lot of comedians talk about their pain, things that they go through, and the world ain't go through that. Right. The world ain't living Southeast. Right. I'm giving a Southeast perspective and try to show people that I know again that it's people in different towns that it's a Southeast everywhere you go in the world. And I'm talking about even in Afghanistan, it's a Southeast. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it everywhere, man. I mean, you just gotta get in when you fit in, man, and just hope that you can entertain people long enough. Because nowadays, people attention span is so short. You know what I'm saying? So they can love you Monday and Monday morning, and then after you done Monday evening. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because there's another dude named Fork that's funny too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever, right?
No bull, man. That's crazy, man. Because like when we came to see you on that last joint, man, everything was fine. We was having a good time in there, and then I noticed that when you said a joke and that the girl, when she got offended, she she made herself offended because she didn't even have to feed into. She had to volunteer the information about her father and all. She volunteered all this information so that we can know that. Oh my God, you need to go to therapy, motherfucker.
So look at that same scenario you just said, right? I wouldn't have said nothing. We'll put it like this: when she put that out there, then said, "Well, I told you that in confidence."
That's what I was about to say.
That's what I was about to say. Whisper that to me. Right. You said that in front of everybody, but you mad at me because I got the mic.
If I'd had a dictionary, I would have looked up confidence for her because I'm like, clearly, we all of us in this room, we talking about inconfidence. What confidence?
I mean, but
that was crazy.
I'm glad that she got escorted out without incident.
Hey, Rebecca. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, man.
Hey, look, I got a question though, right? Because like you said, you want to get your brand out there, you want to get your comment out there, right? How do you feel about people recording you doing your show?
That's like a double-edged sword, right? Because say with comedy, you could use the same jokes for like 2 years.
I hear
you. See what I'm saying? Because if people in California ain't heard these jokes yet, but if you take it and put it on your Instagram, your social media, then it's spreading out faster than I could tell it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to stay sharp. So, but I don't care because I'm creative. You know what I'm saying? You drop me somewhere and I ride around that town for a day, I could come up with a whole different set, or at least enough of it to give you some fresh material and then give you something that you love.
Right.
So that's what it is.
So if I see the joint, because I'm going to the shrimp bowl later, so if I see your bootleg, should I?
They already know like this. They probably like this. This thing about to come buy him some weed anyway. So I'm gonna let you know he right here. You know what I'm saying? Like in Southeast, I'm not the funniest person from Southeast, but I think that I done sat around in some Jones ciphers shit. We had Instagram back in the day. I'd have been rich. I'd have been Bill Gates out there. You hear me?
Yeah.
But I took the courage, and I guess it was during my misfortune that I just jumped out there and tried it. While some stayed in the street, some went, some not here no more, and some progressed on in the life where that wasn't their thing. So I just took the chance. You know what I'm saying? Because I done met some Southeast dudes. I was like, hope he don't join on me because this nigga's on fire right now. You know what I'm saying? He already at 100. I got to warm up and all that. Yeah, so I done met that. You know what I'm saying?
I know where you come from with that one. Because it starts in the hood. You know what I'm saying? It started in the hood, man. You joning, and telling jokes or whatever it is, man. And then it kind of progressed from there. So it's almost saying like whether or not I'm gonna jump out there and go full-fledged with it, or I'm just gonna be the hood comedian. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes are hood comedians, and there's some dudes in the hood.
You the hood comedian.
Fry you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That will fry you. I mean, they could do a whole set just by themselves. You know what I'm saying?
I know some pipe head.
Oh man, don't even start
on that. You could join him about the crack and all that. He gonna talk to your life. He gonna talk to your life. And
we gonna make you want to smoke.
Right. He's like, you know what? Come on, Sean, smoke this with me because I know you're stressed right now. He gonna do all that. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? It's all in the chance you take. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And everything's about risk. You just got to put yourself out there sometimes. That's what I'm doing now. I'm just putting myself out there because it's doing something that I love that I can make money. And I'm on the low end. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I'm on the low end, but it's still like I could still make a living with this. Just observing the world, talking about it, and giving my twist to it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm gonna always have naysayers. Why he harsh and he this. I didn't grow up in
Bethesda.
I didn't grow. I had to learn to laugh at my pain, so I wouldn't cry about it. Yeah. I got jokes about funerals. I got all of that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, because that's all I saw growing up. You know what I'm saying? Crack, funerals, a lot of other things. But that's what I saw. So that's where my level of humor come from. Some people may feel it's distasteful because you didn't grow. You didn't grow up in that. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So, but I try to keep it clean sometimes. But then, you know, people come out and want to choke me and shit. So I got to go back to me.
Man, that was wild.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah,
That was
and
wild.
then especially when some dudes came up there afterwards, your facial expression, your body squared up and everything. I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh,
It came like right after. It was like
Damn, her sons got up here fast.
yeah,
Right? You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm like, what's these niggas?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it can happen like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
So what now I'm a person, I look at everybody equal, right? But we know in today they always want to put somebody ahead of, like, for instance, like a Chris Rock or Fox comedian game. You know what I'm saying right now? Is it anybody that you've been on that you've been on stage?
Well, I don't know. You ain't and shit. I wore my mask.
You ain't lying. I want to put mine on. We ain't got no
pat on your
we
back.
ain't got
Let me
no-
put my mask on.
We ain't got
And you can burp in the motherfucker. Can't you burp me?
Let me put my mask. I ain't come here to get sick.
Why did Miss Doubtfire?
Hold on,
Hey,
I done put some in my water and
Way.
shit. God damn. Go to commercial.
But
I'm sorry.
man, you know, maybe forget what I was about to ask, man.
My fault.
Oh no, so has it any? So now, first off, I seen you had a show with what's her name? Camacho.
Yeah,
What's her name?
Melody
Melody Camacho. Man, man, let me tell you something, man. I like her, man.
Yeah, I like Melody.
I like Melly. But besides Melly, has it any other top comedians that you've been on stage with? Yeah.
A lot of them, and you know what I'm saying. And the thing is right. Like, I'm not that comedian. You know how DC we've been raised like ain't nobody no celebrity. I'm the celebrity.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's supposed to be like that.
So I just do my thing, and then I just watch people gravitate, and you know, I hate to say dick ride, but they, you know what I'm saying. But I understand that's their path to try to get what they gonna get. I'm gonna do it on my own merit, right? I just got to be more active and put my stuff out there because I believe I have what it takes to get out there.
Right
Now I can't determine that level. That's the fans.
Determine that.
But all I
I
can do
get
is
you.
always give them my best shot. And once I get them my best shot, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's all I could do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let me. You ever get up there and you forget what you gonna say? You ever have a situation where you like, damn, something on?
Yeah. That's when I'm overthinking because that's when I'm like too excited to get the shit out and instead of letting it flow. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I start out, I normally do like a freestyle. So let me talk about what's around us. You know what I'm saying? So that I could bring people in. And then like I try to segue with the last thing that I freestyle with to go into my opening joke. So and then I just flow from there.
It's funny, man, because like I said, when I came to see you, I studied the game, right, and I noticed that about you when you first got on. The first thing you did was talk about the atmosphere, and the environment that you was in. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of put two and two together, and I say, yeah, that's good to kind of warm yourself up and to see where the crowd at. You know what I'm saying? See where the crowd at or whatever. You know.
Right.
I've been thinking, man. My family, they always be pushing me, man. I need to get on stage, do stuff, man. But I don't.
You bullshit.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me turn into the interviewer.
Oh, here we go.
What you scared of?
I don't know. Be honest with you. I think I'm really. I don't think I'm scared. I think. I don't know. I just don't want to.
You don't trust your funny?
I don't know, man.
But see,
you know what? My whole problem is I don't know how to deliver it. That's how I feel. I feel like I don't know how to deliver it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know how to
like it's in my mind. It's in my mind, but trying to deliver it in front of a crowd, it don't come out that way.
Don't look at the crowd.
You went in there like that. So
like say for instance, say we got a room full of people in here, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at that word love right
Okay.
there, and I'm gonna talk to love. You see what I'm saying? I got the microphone, so y'all gonna hear me. And then once I hear the laughter, then I could like now I'm looking at the faces that's laughing, right?
Yeah.
So now I might interact with them a little bit. But then when I'm about to go into my next joke, I look back at love. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
I see what
You see what I'm saying? Because you can watch sometimes you killing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's always
somebody
somebody like
with
this.
a bad day and shit.
And I used to have that issue, right? If it's 90 people in the room, I got 89 laughing. I'm worrying about this one person that ain't laughing instead of continuing with the 89 that's laughing. You know what I'm saying? That's a good percentage. 89 out of 90, shit, you don't get no ass whooping for that. If you get a 20 out of 90, then So, I mean, that's how I look at it, man. I try not to focus on who not laughing because I don't know how they day went. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't come out to laugh. Some people come out to laugh, and then some people come out for you to make them laugh.
Right.
It's a difference.
Yeah, like you got to prove your.
Yeah, you got to prove. We in a
yeah.
fucking curry out. You know what I'm saying? We in the curry out. I'm telling jokes in the curry out. Just buy you some wings to go the fuck home if you upset. You get what I'm saying? I even put some money up to get you some egg rolls and all that shit. Just get out of here.
Yeah.
Don't knock my energy off. So I learned not to focus on that.
So what do you do for hecklers?
You saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on it. Cause see, when I get a heckler, now I'm not telling you, I'm joning.
Right.
And I'm gonna cook the shit out you. I swear I'm
Yeah,
gonna turn the oven all the way. It's gonna be
which
on
really
fire.
set her off. I swear. Oh my God.
And I was nice to her. If y'all have came to some of my shows,
Yeah.
I was nice to her. You notice I just played off how she made herself look like a fool. So I didn't have to really do anything.
Yeah, really.
She started with the other comedian.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them, man. So yeah, you jump out there sometimes.
Yeah.
You jump out there with the wrong one, and I be the wrong one. I be the wrong one. So I mean, it is what it is. You deal with hecklers like you deal with people joning in the street. Cause I even stopped my set. You know, you got somebody talking, you trying to ignore.
I was about to ask you
boom,
that.
Boom. You know, you trying to ignore them, but then they trying to overtalk you. And this is my favorite saying right here. Hey, y'all, excuse me for a minute. I'm on break for a minute. I gotta handle something on break. And then after I do that, I handle it on break. And then I like come back. Sometimes it can throw your rhythm off. And then sometimes
or your time, right? Because you got a time frame when you're.
Listen, I don't worry about time. So they say, Tony, you got 20 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. If you got 20 minutes, then I just know to be funny for 20 minutes. You see what I'm saying? I ain't worrying about the time because, like, say if I don't get everything out, but I was still funny for 20 minutes, that's gonna make them come back to hit the shit that they missed that night.
Right.
So then, I mean, that's how I go. That's how I go.
Well, this comedian game, man, this is. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I feel like, and I think he said this in the comments was. Comedians got it harder than rappers. When you think about it.
Yeah.
When you think about
plus, we only have niggas with us with switches and choppers.
None of that stuff, right?
You see, I be by myself. I be like, shit, let me watch my face.
What's up, Skinny?
When them two dudes walked in after me and Shawty had that altercation, well, let's say verbal altercation, I went from 0 to survival.
Yeah.
Right then and there.
Yeah, because I wasn't even thinking like that, but I saw you squared up. I was like, hold on, what's going on?
I was.
Yeah, I see.
You squared up quick.
I started talking to the door. I'm like, okay, hold on, y'all. Who is these niggas right here? You know what I'm saying? Because I know I just got out of something. Yeah. So I expected her to call whoever she gonna call and they come. I'm with the shit, but I ain't with the shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm not gonna let nobody hurt me. I want to go home.
For sure.
Exactly.
Sure. Well, look, man, we talking about this comedy and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. So, in doing your comedy, doing your shows, I know you're seeing the wave that you got and the support that you had, right? Mm-hmm. Is that what made you get into your brand now to try to brand yourself? Because we noticed that you got apparel now. Yeah. You got the spoon fed.
Nice segue, by the way.
You know what? I figure like, all right, it's cheaper for me to wear my clothes than it is to me wearing Versace and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm my own brand anyway. You know what I'm saying? So every time I'm walking around, I'm a commercial for me. Sure. You know what I'm saying? I wear what I wear. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I ain't trying to blend in with everybody. My shit fly to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to blend in with nobody else. And I'ma always stand out wearing my own brand. Yeah. And I appreciate everybody that has been supporting my brand. I'm coming out with Pampers next year. All that shit. Pampers and Plan B. The Spoon Plan B pill will be out next summer.
Playing CBD. So where can we find your apparel?
You gotta call me because right now, really, I make it for myself. You know what I'm saying? And then as the demand grows, then I can expand, right? And I feel like I gotta wear it first, so people could say, okay, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? And then once they say, hey, you think you got one of them and this and that? I sure do. Just put your order in, and you call my phone 202-431-9181. Follow me on Instagram. Where I ain't really on that part, but you know, you put an order in on spoonfed_clothing on Instagram. Put an order in, and I got you.
Spoonfed _clothing.
Yeah.
We're gonna put the link up for y'all on that one.
Y'all trying to get, can I order a couple of onesies?
Yeah, all that. I make all that.
Okay.
I make
You know,
all
it's funny.
that.
It's funny you say that, man, because I'm the same way. Like wherever I go, you know, a lot of places and stuff like that, I got on my, you know, my uniform shirt, you know, from my business or whatever the deal is. But it's funny because like I see a lot of dudes underscore clothing. I see a lot of dudes, man, that I know who had these brands out here that's big brands in the city or whatever. And I feel like, you know, when they out and about, they not repping their own brand. I guess because they quote unquote made it.
Yeah, that's it right there. Hold on, I gotta put on my glasses. I got my cool glasses, and I got my CBS Reed Jones.
And you ain't one of the ones to drop the glasses down to read.
I ain't there yet.
I ain't understand that though. You got on glass, they be dropping it down just to see. I don't know. But yeah, I noticed that though, man. You know, I feel like if you're a brand and you're trying to get your thing out there, man, brand yourself. Like you never should be, you know, afraid or whatever to wear your own stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I go to the same people that these other brands in the city go to and buy that shit wholesale and put my logo on it. And I be like, damn, I just bought such and such sweatsuit for $200, but I paid $30 for the whole thing. So you telling me I got to pay that extra money for them to put their logo on? I'm like, shit, I'm gonna do that myself.
Yeah,
I can dig it.
Got a brand, got a brand. Yeah, man, listen.
What's up, B? Yeah,
gotta do it. That's how I go.
Yeah, I can dig it. So look, B, I know you wanted to skirt the issue. You know, tell us a little bit about the being a comedian with the social aspect of it. You know, with the ladies and the whole deal. Run it down real quick. Don't.
All right. So number one, right? Like I don't be trying to sleep with none of my comedian sisters and all of that shit because I look at us as family, right?
Okay.
And then, like, if I'm with somebody, you gonna know I'm with her, so you gonna know to stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? I'm older now. I mean, I had my fun early on in the game. And I'm like, God damn, if I'm doing this, I wonder what the hell motherfucker Kevin Hart and them doing. It was fun.
Yeah.
But then, you know, as I got older, you know what I'm saying, I want to settle down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm more focusing on that than because I like never had, not trying to sound conceited or anything. I never had problems with the ladies even before the comedy. So that's never been an issue.
Right.
It's like I rather focus on the money and then, you know, find my lady and then me and her ride off with this shit in the sunset. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? If my girl gonna be with me at my show, she gonna be counting that money, make sure while I'm up there making people laugh and she counting that bread, making sure everything go right. So I want that. You know what I'm saying?
When you met women, right, in the comedy game, did they were they expecting you to be one way outside of the stage versus, you know, like?
So what I learned, like a lot of women love a man that can make them laugh, right?
Most definitely.
So I don't know. That's like when they used to pay for, you know, that. I used to be like, shit, man, for that shit, I'm gonna make her laugh, and I'm he is so funny. And I'm like, yeah, I am funny. Let me go by the gas station, give me one of them pills. But but yeah, though. But I mean, I look at a female when I'm on stage, you just loving that person you see on stage. You don't know the nigga off stage. Because sometimes, like, I really like to talk. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it now because I'm out my element. But like a lot of times, I have to be by myself a lot.
Yeah.
To collect my thoughts and be able to write it down and this and that. And you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need a stressful relationship. I gotta have a lady that understands that this is my job.
Yeah, I get that.
And then when I come to work, I have to socialize. It's gonna be beautiful women. May look better than you, but but looks don't really get that for me now. I love a woman's character versus her looks, because that look shit could fade. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if she gonna be solid with me, she gonna be solid with me. She gonna take this ride, and you know,
Since you've been in the game and you had your shows, how many no's you got to tell? Meaning, like the homeboys that wanna come to the show and not pay, or homegirls. You know how it is. Some people want, man, you guys. Oh, I'm coming, but I'm coming don't mean it's free.
okay. Let me address that.
Lay it down.
You coming for free ain't really supporting me.
Exactly.
Because 9 times out of 10, if you that close to me to ask to even come for free, right? We done laughed together for years. And you ain't paid me shit but attention.
Right.
So now that when the money involved, you don't want to pay for it, but you can go to somebody else's party that you don't even know and spend $100 to be around other people you trying to blend in with that ain't got your back, ain't got shit, ain't got none of that. So I stopped doing that. They'll come when they want to come, right? Because I figure every seat that one of my friends don't feel is an opportunity for me to meet somebody new that's going to support me.
Okay.
Because a lot of times your friends don't want to support you because they see you ascending. You see what I'm saying? Or it's not even seeing you ascending. They don't believe in you. So whenever it's an empty seat that one of my friends supposed to have, and I meet somebody new that's going to pay to come see me again and buy a shirt, a hat, a pamper, whatever, plan B, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't clog up space if you really not wanting to be here, because there's people that want to be here and that want to support. So that's how I look at it.
Right. Now, do you have a manager, or you pretty much do everything yourself?
I pretty much do everything for myself. You know what I'm saying? I got somebody that shouts out to the homie Nevin. Nevin be wanting me, me and him got a certain business agreement, right? Because some things he can negotiate better than I can.
Gotcha.
It's like I could tell if somebody, like say, so he like, somebody want to hire you, what are you willing to do, right? And I get him a number, then so he could eat, he might boost that number up. But long as he know what I agreed to do the show for, he'll get that for me. And then whatever he get for himself, he get for himself. But he can't get too greedy and price me out the game. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I am. I don't need it all. I just need enough to provide for my family.
So we can step on it. We just got to keep you in the game, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna get mine. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna get mine. It's undeniable, right? That I'm gonna get mine, and that's my focus. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind, because I can't do it all by myself. Right. I can't do this, that, still write the jokes, still practice the jokes, because it's going to be phone calls coming. I can't do all this. Hold on, let me write this joke. I'm going to hit you back. You know what I'm saying? So I need people on my team that's going to assist me with those things that I can't do, don't have enough time to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. So they can eat along with it because they are assistant. You know what I'm saying?
You putting your time into doing what you best at, and allowing somebody else to team to do.
That's how it runs too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I got another question for you, man. I was sitting there when you was talking about something, man.
Okay, take your time.
And in the meantime, I know by you being a comedian and you are in the limelight, if you get any females that you just don't have time for, I got a number right here.
Come to the shows. Come to the shows.
Asking for a friend.
Come to the shows.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You go and do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
This is the question I wanted to ask. Mm-hmm. So, have you ever bombed?
Yes, and I loved it because it's so humbling.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Yeah.
Okay, one time I can't say I bombed. I just never had. I didn't even get a chance. They started booing me. Oh, I ain't even did shit to them. It was at the Mad Chef Cafe, I think 2009, and this is why I don't like to tell jokes at halftime of a go-go, right? So I was learning this shit early, because you can have people dancing and up here,
Yeah.
then bring them back down here for them to listen to some jokes. You doing too much fighting. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They like, man, fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then the person in the band, I ain't gonna say his name. He gonna say, yeah, you know, when they break down the halftime and shit, he's like, yeah, we got this little comedian that's gonna come up and try and make y'all. I'm like, nigga, y'all wasn't even cranking like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I done been wrong like shit for doing that, right?
Yeah.
So they call my name out. And this one chick, boo! I ain't even saying shit. I get on the stage, I'm like, all right, boom, okay. Yeah. But see, I'm the type of nigga, if I bomb and I feel it's not my night, I ain't even gonna hold y'all hostage. I'm gonna get the fuck out y'all way and go ahead. Cause I'm not gonna fight with people that's already against me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fight with that.
You know, I was watching this other comedian, Henry Coleman, I think. He pretty much said the same thing. He had to go up in between somebody partying or something like that, and they were already in a different mindset, and it was just difficult to even, you know what I mean? And then another thing he was saying too is like the crowds you got different crowds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was like, man, look, he said, when I play let's say the crowds that are not just the homies, he said they tend to be a little more forgiving, a little more understanding, not so quick to be like, ooh, you know. And he's like, with the hood crowds, he said that my energy got to be high. You know what I mean? Like I got to be on
I'm
it.
never gonna be no clown. I'm too cool for that. I'm not gonna be no clown for no laugh. I'm gonna go there, talk my shit. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, okay, well, my name is Tony Stone and shit. I catch y'all at another show where y'all want to laugh. Fucking get out of there. You know what I'm saying?
I've been noticing lately during the summertime they've been having a lot of comedians come to cookouts. Have you ever done a cookout?
I did a lot of cookouts.
Yeah, but I've been saying that's just like a thing now. Cookouts. Comedians been coming a lot of cookouts.
And I like it at times, right? All right. So I like it when they got good food, shit, and all that. I love it, right?
That's material.
But what I don't like is like when you get invited to a cookout as a comedian, right? Everybody pretty much know each other, right? So it's always a couple of niggas or a couple of chicks that's at the cookout that everybody know funny. They want to yell out shit. Then when you cook their ass, man, they mad, and then the whole cookout turns to you like, you telling your jokes backing up to your car and shit. You drop the mic, get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
It'd be crazy, bro.
Jeffrey, hey, brother. Yeah, I can
that's
definitely see that
happen.
happen. Hey, Patricia.
And shout out to you for being able to do these crowds and get out alive.
I grew up in
because we got some simple people, man. We got simple people out here for no reason.
I grew up in Southeast. I understand when it's hot in the kitchen, I need to get my ass out of there. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Respect.
And I just get out of there, man.
Respect.
Yeah, right, man. Man, this has been a great show today, man.
I learned
a lot, man. You know, and it gave me some confidence too, man.
Shit.
Oh, it was one thing I did want to touch on. I got my notes, man. Outside of being a great father, funny comedian,
thank you.
You also nice with those congos.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you.
I wasn't gonna let that slide.
All right, so look, this the funny thing about that, right? All right, so the people that met me through comedy and they see the Congo videos and shit, they be like, when did you get that talent? No, I've been playing Congo since I was 12 years old. I'm talking about on the buckets and all of that shit. I done all that because that was my first love. I didn't know I was funny enough to be no comedian. I was just being regular funny ass Tony. And Congos was something that I had to learn how to do. Funny was something that just came natural. You know what I'm saying? So I was just putting my work in. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Go-Go Mickey. You know what I'm saying? Me and Go-Go Mickey, we had,
shouts out
on my phone. But shouts out to Go-Go Mickey, Wing, Sauce, man, Love,
heavy hitters,
Nicky Bonds, all of my guys, man. You know what I'm saying? I respect them. I look up to them. You know what I'm saying? I look up to them. So it's like playing Congos, man. That's just something I love, man. That I think I do for the rest of my life because it's a good workout and it's everything, and I just love it. I just love Go-Go.
That's what's up, man. I had to talk about that one because I've seen a couple of clips. Congos, that's my favorite instrument. Yeah, man.
How often do you play? Do you?
I practice all the time.
Okay.
You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready.
ready, huh, man?
So
Okay.
like that's why when you see me, you might see me. I got a couple of clips with popular bands out here, and I know the Congo players, and they be like, "What you gonna do?" Right? And when they ask me what I'm gonna do, I'm like, "Man," they just said, "Let me know when you want to get up." And then I'll be vibing with the music. I'm like, "That's my shit right there. Let me get up there." And then shouts out the one that do it the most. Shouts out to my man Nicky Barnes. Shouts out Nicky Barnes from Young Experience. Nick been sharp since we was kids, yo. He man. Shouts out to Nicky Barnes, man.
Shouts
That's
out
my
Nicky
man.
Barnes, man. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. But look, man, y'all listen, man. We gotta get him back on here, man. We're gonna have a live audience when he come back on. Definitely want to get him on here to do a set.
Do a little set
Look,
or something.
yeah,
that's what we want you to do, man. Do a set.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got an open invitation.
Yeah, we definitely have a set, man.
Cozy comedy. We could call it the cozy comedy.
Exactly.
Well, we gonna be upstairs.
Okay.
We got the stage and
Yeah,
stuff
but we
like
gonna
that.
have to have security.
Oh no, we definitely
I
we
Nah,
good.
it was a
I
dude.
thought he was trying to set me up. He's like, "Tony, go around the corner, cut up the alley. I go there this way." It looked like niggas is carrying assault rifles in the building. I'm like, he like, "Go up the alley." I said, "Nah, I'm gonna go down and up and then catch the top of the alley. I'm not going through that alley." You know what I'm saying?
Ain't going through the alley, man.
Nah,
But
I
we
ain't going through
definitely,
that alley. That shit looked like it was great.
we definitely appreciate you, bro, man, for
appreciate
coming
y'all
through,
too,
man.
man.
The show, man. It was a long time coming, man. We love we created this platform, man, for everyone, especially gentlemen, people like yourself. We got some ladies coming up next week and stuff like that, man, to come on. So, like I said, it's always an open invitation, but we definitely, y'all hearing it right here. We're gonna get it together so we can have a small comedy.
And leave your feelings outside.
Yeah, please.
Nah, because it's Southeast. Leave your feelings in Maryland or wherever you at. Don't bring them. Don't bring them over here.
That'll be a better deal.
Don't leave your feelings out here in Southeast. Something might happen to you. But yeah, man. Once again, we appreciate you. We appreciate your listeners, for everybody tuning in tonight, as always. Well, What Are You Really Saying podcast. And again, look forward. I got Tony Spoon. We put it up there. You can find them at Spoonfair_clothing.
Antonio Store on Facebook, and then my personal Instagram page is Tony_Spoon on and it's a lot of them, but just look at the one that look like it got the most stuff on it. That's the one that I
Don't get it twisted.
That's right, man. That's right, man. Once again, man, we appreciate y'all. Bob, you want to take us out?
Yeah, and like I said, y'all, when you hear a joke towards you, take a pause for a second. They might be blessing you with something. You might be learning something, right? You never know. And on that note, bye-bye.